Hi, my name is Jim, and I was retired. I began this YouTube channel to share the lessons I've learned in 5+ years of forced early retirement. And I did it this year because I'll be hitting a key milestone in my retirement. Stay tuned to this video and find out how I'm getting ready for Medicare. Healthcare costs are a major factor in any retirement planning, and most of us in early retirement can divide it up into two chapters, pre-Medicare and after Medicare. And I'm approaching the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Since 1965, Medicare has been the principal way people 65 and older get their healthcare coverage. Interesting fact, it was modeled after Blue Cross and Blue Shield, the same plans that many of our parents had from their employers. Blue Cross covered hospital insurance, and Blue Shield covered medical insurance, outpatient services from your doctor. Well, when Medicare began, they used the same two-part system. Part A of Medicare covers hospital, and Part B covers outpatient services. The key difference between Part A and Part B is that Part A has been paid up for most of us through the payroll deduction taxes throughout our working career. As long as you have 10 years of contributions to FICA, your Medicare Part A is already paid for. But Part B, your medical insurance for outpatient services, will need to be paid for, and it's run in this government-run insurance plan called Medicare Part B. My journey towards Medicare is going to be different than other early retirees. If you're starting to collect Social Security at 62, for instance, and you're already receiving Social Security benefits, then you'll be automatically enrolled for Medicare. But as I've discussed before, there are many reasons why I'm waiting for 70 for Social Security benefits. So I'm going to be on a different path. Also, if you're getting your health care coverage from a credible insurance source from your own work or your spouse's plan, you may sign up for Part A and delay signing up for Part B. But be sure to check your insurance to make sure you aren't going to run into late charges or gaps in your insurance. My path is a little easier. I was on the Affordable Care Plan for the last few years as my pre-Medicare healthcare option, and now I'm approaching 65, so I need to enroll for Part A and B. My path towards Medicare is within this initial enrollment period that includes the 3 months prior to my birth month and my birth month and the 3 months after my birth month. But as I'll cover, you really want to get it done in these next 3 months for important reasons. Now, there are many videos out there in YouTube land on Medicare, and many of them are made by Medicare specialists who are going to make some money off of lining you up with your best Medicare choice. As you know, I am not a professional. So, as with all of my videos, recognize that I'm not an insurance agent or a broker. Take this as entertaining ideas from one educated consumer to another. Always do your own due diligence. The choices that I make may be right for me, but not for you. And by all means, seek out a professional if you need to. Now, let's get going. One of my first questions was where to begin. Well, I started out with the Medicare.gov website, and there is a great tutorial on getting started with Medicare. So my first question was, when does Medicare coverage start? And on this page, it explains that it generally starts on the first of the month of your birthday month. Interestingly enough, if your birthday is the first of a month, then actually your coverage begins on the first of the previous month. Hey, and there are some warnings here on procrastination. It's not a good idea to wait. Again, I think you need to do it in those 3 months prior to your birth month for uninterrupted coverage. Look at this. If you sign up in a month before you turn 65, your coverage will begin as you turn 65. If you wait until your birth month, if I waited to December, for instance, my coverage wouldn't start until the next month. And if you waited until January to sign up, it'll be another 2 months till the coverage starts. And if you wait to the last couple months in your initial enrollment period, you'll wait 3 months before coverage starts. Now that's important. This is for Part B coverage. Your Part A is automatically and starts the first of the birthday month for hospital coverage. But medical coverage is most of the medical care that all of us receive. So sign up on time. If you do miss that period, you'll also have even greater delays in getting coverage. You'll have to wait to the general enrollment period. Now, there are certain circumstances where you'll have a special enrollment period. If you've got coverage from your employer, for instance, for Part B, and you elect to wait on that, and it is credible insurance that will work while you have Medicare for Part A, then you can enroll in Part B later, but follow the rules. And there's another warning for procrastinating too long. You actually can get charged late fees for your Part B insurance. And let me show you that. You'll pay, first of all, you'll pay in 2021, you'll pay $148.50 at least each month. That could go up if you have adjusted gross income that's too high. But for most of us, that'll be what you pay each month. But you can get a penalty if an extra 10% each year you have not signed up but could have. So that's a lot of penalties for delaying. Don't do it. Sign up in your initial enrollment period. The other question I had was, how do you pay the premium? And I've learned, again, from this site, that if you are already getting Social Security, your Part B premium will be deducted from your benefits. But like me, if you're not getting Social Security, what will happen? I've learned that Medicare will bill you quarterly for your Part B premiums. How to sign up? And as I said, I'm not going to be auto-enrolled for this. I'll have to sign up. And I learned that, did you know that if you're getting Social Security and retirement benefits, you'll automatically, well, I'm not getting those, and I'm 65, did you realize that you need to contact Social Security to sign up for Medicare? I'm on the Medicare.gov website. What happened? Well, as this explains here, you need to contact Social Security because they're the ones with the record of your wage earnings and the payroll taxes that you've paid. They can verify that you'll get your Part A coverage for free in your retirement. So that's what I did. I went to my Social Security account, and if you don't have one, you should have one. There is a button like this one that says apply for Medicare only. And that's what I clicked, filled out the form to apply for Part A and Part B Medicare coverage starting in my birth month in December. The next day, I get this email, and it says, "We received your application for benefits. Thank you for using our online services." Well, I hope they realized I'm only applying for Medicare. And then the next day, I get this email, and it says, "Thank you for filing your Social Security application online. Our Social Security office in Baltimore has received your claim and will be working with you to process it." I hope they don't think I really applied for my Social Security benefits. This message made me go back onto my Social Security account to verify that I only signed up for Medicare Part A and Part B. And indeed, that's what it said on the website. So a week later, I get this message that says your submission status has been updated. And in fact, I went onto the website and said the process has been approved. And let me show you that. I looked on my account and I saw this. My Medicare application has completed its 3 steps, and that I should receive a package in the next 10 to 15 days that says, "Welcome to Medicare." A little lower on the same page, there was this reassuring notice on my Social Security account that says, here's the details, I'm signed up for Part A and Part B. Now it says Part C and Part D, contact Medicare for enrollment. So those are future steps that I'll have to take, and I'll document them in future videos. Well, I do wish those automated email messages from Social Security Administration were a little clearer. It would have caused a little less heart attack. But I also realized that signing up for Medicare Part A and Part B is just the start of the process. One of the key decisions I'm going to make is to stay with original Medicare with a Medigap insurance policy, and then add a drug Part D policy to that. And that is my choice compared to going with a Part C HMO type Medicare Advantage plan. And in my next video, I'm going to cover that choice between your 2 main paths for Medicare, original or Medicare Advantage. I'll also cover future videos how I select the right Medigap policy and how I select the right drug plan for me. Stay tuned, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. The more subscriptions it gets, the higher it will be in YouTube's search results. And be sure to add a comment on your questions about the Medicare process, and I'll try to answer them as I go to find the right answers for me. Thanks.